We interrupt this show to bring you a breaking international news flash. Police today arrested an African-American man, Floyd George, with a long criminal history, including use of illegal firearms and threatening a pregnant woman who he was robbing with a firearm. The repeat offender, who had served time in prison, Mr. George, was arrested by 4 officers today in a multiracial squad, including an Arabic and Asian officer, after allegedly attempting to pass a counterfeit banknote at a nearby store. While heavily under the influence of barbiturates, Floyd George refused to comply with lawful police directions and refused to get into the police car as lawfully directed by police officers. The 6'7" Mr. George, consistent with long-standing documented police policy in regard to arrestees that are under the influence of barbiturates, was held to the ground and restrained until he agreed to comply with lawful police directives. Mr. George, who was already suffering heart circulatory complications as a result of intensive barbiturate use and associated body mass management issues, is likely to have suffered further complications as a result of his refusal to follow police directives and the police policy of laying aggressive, non-compliant arrestees face down, which may have placed pressure on the lower anterior descending artery, which supplies oxygenated blood to the heart. And sadly, Mr. George later died from heart-related complications. In a terrible oversight, the government of Minneapolis apologised openly for not releasing the full police cam footage of the entire incident, including Mr. George's refusal to comply with police directions, and only accidentally, they say, releasing the footage of a non-compliant and aggressive Mr. George being restrained by police. The city administration further apologised for its failure to point out Mr. George's violent criminal history and overuse of barbiturates. This news flash ends and we return to the program.